How's it going, everybody? This is Dalu here. I want to make a video about our fantasy league, our fantasy draft. This is more like I guess a power ranking before the season starts. I used to do it, I used to like a write up, but now I feel like YouTube is much better and easier and more fun for me, and I think for everybody else. And this year, our league, we kind of assembled the league. Like we got 12 people an hour before the draft, which is kind of crazy. Which is crazy. Got some hiccups. Some guys just went MIA for a few days, but I'm glad we're able to do the draft and get 12 people. So I just talk a little bit about everybody here, and like not everybody knows, and like not everybody knows how good of a league manager everybody is. So I just go through each team and talk about their fantasy experiences so far. So I start with me. I've been playing fantasy for about 5 years. I've won once, and I made a couple of deep runs in my other league that I played. Overall, I would say I am above average. I'm a above average league manager. I'm not as elite as others, but when you play me, don't be too scared. I'm just a mouse. And then the second team, Team Patel, so a coworker of mine. I think he is he had very deep basketball knowledge, Vignesh, and knows fantasy well. I don't know if he's played fantasy before, but I'm sure when you play him, just be careful because his team is scary. And then the next guy, Team Falcone, this is Will, also my coworker. I don't know, if he's played fantasy basketball before, but hey, like if he wants to play, he must be good at this. And the next guy is Nate Robinson, knockout. It's also my coworker Daniel. You can just look at his name. He knows his stuff. He knows basketball. He's very scary team. I know I use the word scary a lot. Don't know what else. What other words I use? Very limited on vocabulary. The next one is Dr. Walkby. He is very elite. Like he's the doctor just by looking at his name. So his IQ is also very high. He has good basketball knowledge. He's also a very good basketball player in real life. That's something to be taken notice of. So be careful out there. Dream Shakers. This is this is also my friend. I call him the leader. He's a leader among us. He is a big Houston Rockets fan. He's played fantasy once, I believe, 10 years ago. When he played, I guess he won and thought it was too easy. He quit. Now, now he wants to make a comeback. He has great basketball knowledge, and he has unique viewpoints on I guess on a lot of players. So we will see how he does. The next guy is Sky Gary. He's also in my other league that I play. He's I I'm not trying to hype him up, but he's very elite. He develops his own model, like fantasy basketball model, using Python, I believe. Maybe other tools. He knows his numbers. Like when you play him, he knows what category he's gonna win and what category he's gonna lose. So when you play him, just be extra careful. The next guy, Brooklyn Measles Outbreak. Oh boy, this is Horky. I would say he's probably the luckiest fantasy manager out there. When you play him, just it's okay to lose. You just want your players to be healthy when the week is over, because it has happened too many times in the past where you play him, it's a tight game, and you are winning like 10 points, and boom, your guy gets injured, your best player gets injured, and then he wins, right? So you just hope your player gets healthy. You just hope to get through the week. So that's Gorky. He's also in my other league as well, so he's a fantasy veteran. Been playing for maybe 5 years or so. The next guy is King Sheep. He's also in my other league, a fantasy veteran. He's also very knowledgeable about the game of basketball. He he routinely gets, especially in the regular season, like he and the playoffs, he routinely gets like top three, top two in the regular season and make a very deep run in the playoffs every single year. Maybe other than 1 year where he kind of got unlucky, but every other year his team is very scary, very tough to play. That's cheap. And then the next guy is Be More Team Baltimore. This is YP. He is what do I start? He's a very good basketball player in real life. He's his handles are very very scary. Like he break my ankles, from time to time, and I never beat him in one on one. That's a fact. So I don't know if he played fantasy basketball before. Oh, actually, sorry, he does, and I never played with him. But based on what he told me, I feel like he's making all the wrong moves. So, but he watches a lot of basketball, so his knowledge on the game should be, should be very high. So, but I don't know his fantasy knowledge is, he can translate his real life basketball knowledge to fantasy. I don't like his draft, by the way, but we'll get into it later. And then the last guy is Kawhi Leonard's left. So this is Zhichao. He's also in my other league. This is my first year play with him. He's played for a few years. I think he's very elite. Knows what he's doing, and be careful when you play. So now that I went through every team, and how many years of experiences that they have, I can go through each team and talk about the draft a little bit. Okay, so I'm the first team on the list. I'll talk my team first. So my team, I'm really happy with my team. Actually, I was able to get Steph Curry ninth. He's supposed to go top 5. Like when he's full, like if he's healthy, he's like top 3, 4 for sure. He's elite in field goal as a guard. Efficiency wise, he's a beast, and he's like number 1 guy 3-pointers made, right? And then he has decent assists, decent steals, decent scoring, right? Actually, wonderful scoring. Gets a little bit almost no block, no turnover. A lot of turnovers, but compared to high usage guys, his turnover is not that high. So he's like really well rounded. And I also got Joel Embiid second round. Give me a lot of scoring, blocks, rebounds. His free throw is not bad as a big man. Then I got Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell. So my scoring is really strong, and my free throw is strong, and my threes are strong. And also got a lot of guards, right? So if you have a lot of guards, your scoring threes, free throw is gonna be strong. My steal is gonna be somewhat strong. My assist is gonna be somewhat strong. I also got a few big men, and then my block and my rebounds are not that strong, but they're not too bad either. Like if I'm playing a team that's just punting all the big man stats, I can beat them pretty easily, right? And I also, a lot of my draft, I got a lot of, I guess high potential guys, like with a lot of upside, like guys like Kobe White, Colin Sexton. Those guys are like second, third year guys. Darius Baisley, Anthony Edwards, a rookie. Jared Jackson Jr., he's hurt, but all those guys, they have they could easily break out and just basically win me the league. So I'm happy with my draft. I think I can make the playoffs pretty easily, but I don't know about winning the whole thing. It depends on who I get matched up with in the playoffs. But I think I make a deep run. So this is me. And then the second team is Tim Patel, right? Vignesh. His team is. So I like his first 2 pick. Like I like Kevin Durant going. Where he picking? Yeah, unluckily he's got the last pick. So he got KD, which is not bad. He's gonna have a big year in Brooklyn if he stays healthy. That's the big question mark. Like if he's healthy, he's top 5, top 6. So that's not bad. And he's got Jimmy Butler. So those 2 guys, very good. Efficiency gods. Very good. No worries there. Perfect. And then Chris Paul. Right? Chris Paul had a good season last year where he played like, I don't know how many games. He barely missed any. But when he was on the Rockets, he missed He routinely missed like 30 games every year for fun. Last year he played his best basketball last year, and this year he got traded to Phoenix, and he's gonna, if he's healthy, he's like top two, like top 25 for sure. The question is, can he stay healthy? He give you elite steals and assists, and his efficiency is perfect, and his assist to turnover ratio is also very, very elite. So I'm really happy with his first three picks. That's why, like, I am kind of confused on what he wants to do when he picks up all the big men afterwards. Like he picked up Rudy Gobert, Hassan Whiteside, DeAndre Jordan. Those guys, the big men, those three guys, they're bad at free throw, right? They give you good field goal, good rebounds, and good blocks, but all your guard stats, your free throw, your steals, your assists, they don't give you those. So as a result, I'm looking at this team. I think he's got to make a few trades. I don't know which direction he wants to go, but based on what he currently has, I don't know. Like, I think this be like playoff, like on the edge of making the playoffs or miss it. If Kevin Durant doesn't stay healthy, like this team is, donezo. This team is. I'm not too high on this team. Not a lot of guys with upside. I guess Spencer Dinwiddie, if KD does get hurt, this guy may. Actually, if Kyrie gets hurt, then Spencer Dinwiddie value goes up by a lot. I don't really like a lot of I like his first 3 round picks, but the other guys I'm not a big fan. So I would say like on the edge of playoffs. And let's move on to the next one, Team Falcone. This is Will's team. Let's see. I don't hate Will's team. I actually like Will's team. It seems that Will knows what he's doing. He probably played fantasy before, because his first pick is LeBron, and he got Russell Westbrook. So those two guys, they're not exactly great at free throws, right? But then he's so good. He's decent in field goal, because LeBron's field goal is good, and he's maybe not a lot of threes, but as he got picked up to like a forward and a guard with a lot of rebounds, a lot of assists, right? A lot of steal, defensive stats. He's also good at great scoring. So I love what Will is doing. And then picked up Zion, also punt free throw. When you have this guy, you got to punt free throw. This guy's gonna have a monster year if he stays healthy. So I really like him there. And then Sabonis, right? Solid rebounds. I like this pick. What pick Harold? 83rd, yeah, I guess that's a good spot to pick Harold as well. Great field goal. So Will's team, right? Free throw bad, field goal good, and he's got a lot of assists because he picked up Westbrook and LeBron. And Sabonis give you great assists. Zion give you some. Zion's assists is not good, right? But overall, he's got all the big man stats and great in, somewhat like solid in the assists and steals. Right, you can also find those guys on the waiver wire. You can drop your players in, So I like Will's team. I think Will is a good manager. He knows what he's doing, and Dante DiVincenzo give you steals. Great, yeah. And Mitchell Robinson, forgot to mention that. Mitchell Robinson can just win you blocks. Like he's a beast. If he can play 25 minutes, boom. Like he can just win you blocks, randomly. On a random game, have like 7-8 blocks and just win you the blocks that week. Because the problem with him is like he likes to jump. Every time someone does a head fake, he jumps. So let's say if he jumped 10 times, you get 5 blocks, right? And the other 5 blocks, the other 5 times that he did jump, he did not get a foul, so he can stay on the court and play 28 minutes. Then he gives you 3-4 blocks a game. That's very, very solid. So I like Will's team. I think this team can easily make the playoffs, and if he can just make a couple of twists here and there, he can go deep into the playoffs. And the next one is Nate Robinson, Daniel's team. Daniel's team. Yeah, I would say I'm not a big fan of Daniel's team. He's the first pick, right? So first of all, I wouldn't pick Giannis first. I would pick Harden and AD, because when you pick Giannis, you're gonna punt free throws, because this guy shoots 10 a game, and shoot. This is projection. He shoots 60%. This is just you're just gonna lose free throws, right? And then Jamal Murray is good at with free throws. Then you pick him up, so it's like this guy is strong with free throw. Then it's kind of waste. Then when you pick up Jamal Murray in the second round, yeah, I feel like this is gonna be rough for Daniel. And then Kristaps Porzingis, he's gonna be out for a few months, maybe more. Drafting there, I don't know. So overall, great scoring, maybe somewhat strong scoring. Let's look at, I guess, each category one by one, right? Field goal, just Giannis and JaVale McGee, but the volume is not there. Serge Ibaka maybe, but he's not that strong. So Giannis really the only strong field goal guy for you. Free throws, you have Giannis, so you're probably gonna lose. So efficiency wise, already pretty bad. Threes, you know, there's some guys that shoot threes, Tyler Hero, Kristaps, but Lonzo Ball, but you're not gonna beat other teams that you're not gonna be like a guard team with a lot of threes. So threes is like average. Rebound is average. You know, really two guys with a lot of rebounds. It's above average, but not that great. Assist is probably below average because there's no way. It's some bullshit that Ricky Rubio gonna get 7 assists a game. He's not gonna get 30 minutes. What the hell is ESPN doing? Is he gonna get 30 minutes a night? No, he's not gonna get 30 minutes a night. So assists, man, steals. I mean, he does have a lot of blocks. I guess once Porzingis comes back and healthy, some are good blocks. Jeremy Grant, this guy is a bust. 72nd. Yeah, I'm not too high on Daniel's team. Sorry, Daniel. I might have said some harsh words. I think your team is not really great at any category and weak in a few categories, but that's okay. You can make some do some waiver wire pickup, drop some players, pick up some players, and maybe make a few trades to make your team better. So this team, I think, probably missing the playoffs, I would say. And then let's go to Dr. Walkby's team. Yeah. Walkby elite. So Walkby's got James Harden, really good, third pick there. He should have gone number one. Because you look at Harden, right? The most points in the league, like one of the most threes in the league, the best free throw anchor, meaning like his free throw impact is because he takes 10 free throws a game and make 87% of them. This is projection, but elite in free throw and elite in assists and steals. Like his steal numbers are great. So that's already like 5 categories that you're gonna be really good at. As long as you don't fuck up your second round pick, which Walkby did exactly that. I think, in my opinion, he picked up Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond's free throw, look at this, no good. His free throw is no good. When you have Harden, you don't wanna, like you have a average free throw shooter, you don't wanna have a free throw shooter like Andre Drummond. And then you have great 3-pointers. Second round, you got no 3-pointers. Great rebounds, no assists, great steals, great defensive numbers, but low scoring, right? Like you got 30 points here, you got 16 points. Like then some other guy have first 2 rounds get 2 guys that can score 25 points. Then your hardest advantage is gone because you pick Drummond second round. So it's kind of like, oh, you're really strong once you picked Harden. If you just pick like another guy like Bradley Beal, I don't know which you can't get Bradley Beal there maybe, but if you pick like a Jimmy Butler or even Zach LaVine, I don't know. Like your scoring is gonna be great, your free throw is gonna be great. It's like everything is just gonna work out like that. But now you pick Drummond. I guess you are strong in rebounds, but are you strong in the other categories? Not really, right? After you pick Drummond, so let's look at he actually picked Drummond second, right, and then picked Ayton third. This is a great pick, I think. Ayton is gonna be like another big man. When you have Harden, it's kind of like if you pick a field guard, like high scoring guard after Harden, you're gonna be secure in points and threes and other stuff. But if you pick Ayton, right, no threes again, so you're gonna be weak in threes. Free throw is meh. Your field goal is gonna be great. but then Harden's field goal kind of just fucks you, right? And you got a great rebounds, which is fine, great blocks. So like, Walkby's got a lot of great counting stats, but efficiency wise, kind of just cancel each other out. And then he's got D'Lo, right? Imagine you just have all the guards like with D'Lo stats to pair with Harden. Like, just imagine you already are a monster already, right? And then Lauri Markkanen, like, I don't like the rest of his team really. Maybe LaMelo Ball. Where did he 70 foot? To me, that's a bit too early. You can. There's so many other great players at that spot. I don't know. I want to pick LaMelo there. And the rest of his team, I don't know. It's kind of, they all look like like, I don't like this guy, Jay Crowder. I don't like Malik Beasley. I don't like Jake now. A lot of guys, but you can't drop them and pick up guys that are great, you know, or you just can't do a lot of streaming. So I think right now Wabai is on the edge of missing the playoffs or make it. Don't think he can go deep into the playoff even if he does make it. But he's got James Harden, so he can win you games. He can win you a week just by, you know, having a 60-point triple double. Okay, let's go to the next one. Dream Shakers. That's leader right there. Leader. All right, this team. I like. I like a lot of picks that leader made. Very scary. So I believe leader picked Jason Tatum, first round. You know, which is not bad. And because he picked Tatum, I got Curry. I would definitely pick Curry there, but you know, thank you, leader. And then he picked Devin Booker second round. So what that means is he's great, very elite in free throw, right? Well, Tatum's free throw is not that high. Maybe he improved this year, but Devin Booker's free throw is elite. He you know, leader is gonna be elite in threes, points, free throw. You know, all the other categories are met, right? And then for third round he goes out and Chris Middleton. This guy is like efficient, great scoring. You know, shoot threes, but he doesn't have like a category that stands out. But all the other, like, all of his categories are fine, right? So I like his first three picks, and then he gets De'Aaron Fox, I believe, because he wanted to get some assist. The thing with De'Aaron Fox is his free throw kind of sucks. The projection is he's gonna get 7 free throws, but only making 74% of them. So his free throw is not gonna be that strong, but Fox is elite in scoring, assists, steals, right? His field goal is okay, yeah. Maybe not the biggest fan, but you know, could make this work. Who did he pick? Like, I like a lot of picks he made. Like, leader got LaMarcus Aldridge late at 65th, right? Aldridge over the past years, in case you know, sorry, let me just. All right, so Aldridge, you know, this guy is really efficient. So over the past few years, based on the model I use, he's like top 25 player every year. So picking him there is definitely good. But does he really give you the stuff you need? Because he give you efficiency, elite efficiency as a big man, give you decent scoring, decent rebound. But everything else is like almost nothing. 3 steals, blocks is decent, but 3 assists is nothing. I guess that's his own. Oh, sorry, I take that back. Yeah, his only weaknesses are threes and assists. But leader got all the guards, and then pick up this guy. You know, but picking him at 65th is definitely good. And then leader got Wiggins. Yeah, Wiggins on the Warriors. I think after he got traded, he provided great defensive stats. Like, he started playing, you know, good defense, but he's not gonna score like 25 points. You know, because he's got to play with Stephen Curry and Kelly Oubre. So I feel like there's a ceiling. But if he can give you great defensive numbers, it's a good pick here. And then Michael Porter Jr., where did he pick him? 56. I think that's great. This guy give you great efficiency, great rebound numbers, and some almost a little assist, and there's a little bit of defensive numbers as well. But he could for sure like break out, average 20 points. You know, great rebound, great efficiency there. So I like Michael Porter Jr. I also like Mika Bridges. I feel like he give you a lot of steals, like a steal specialist for sure. He's projected at 1.7, which is gonna be like top 5 in the league. Great efficiency as well. Not a lot of turnovers, but really nothing else. Nothing like all the other stats are really not there. But just steals alone is he's worth the pickup at pick 104th. So leader, great job there. James Wiseman, I'm not too sure. Chris Boucher, like a lot of people on online saying he's gonna be a sleeper pick. I don't know. Is he gonna get the minutes at Is he gonna get 30 minutes? I think he has to share the front court with fuck, I forgot. Oh yeah, Aaron Baines. So I just don't know how many minutes he's gonna get. So we don't know. Killian Hayes, I really like this pick. For those of you who don't know, he's a rookie that got drafted by Detroit. He is going to be, he's gonna start, and he's also got D Rose to mentor him. So that's great, and he looks like he could be a great player, based on his stats from college. Kind of efficient, give you great assist numbers. And the other guys, yeah, not too big of fans of them. So I think leaders team, solid, can make the playoffs. I don't know if it's a championship contending team. So now let's talk about the fantasy veterans. Sky Gary. Now his team is real scary, right? It may not be obvious to everybody, but I would just say like his team, he's punting threes, he's punting free throw, he's punting scoring, but everything else is very scary, right? His field goal is very elite, right? He's got Ben Simmons, he's got Bam, he's got Jokic, he's got Giannis Valanciunas, he's got Clint Capella, and he doesn't have guards that are low efficiency with high volume. Like for example, like Alfred Payton, right? This guy, bad efficiency, but hey, he shoots 10 shots a game. Maybe the only guy is Caris LeVert, but this guy you can droppable anyways. Like Dejounte Murray, right? 10 shots a game. No big deal, right? So he's leading field goals, he's leading rebounds. He got all the big men, and his guard, Ben Simmons, a PG, give you 8 rebounds a game, right? Drew Holiday, good like 5 rebounds as a guard, good. Dejounte Murray, 6'1", good, right? Alfred Payton also a good rebounder. I remember last year he's just racking up triple doubles for fun. So very solid rebound, assist, very solid. Look at this. This is the guy with very elite model. Very elite model. What's going on? Let me turn on my movie recording. Alright. So yeah, eluding assists, eluding steal. Just look at it. Look at those steal numbers. Look at block numbers. So he's great. In turnovers might be a little bit high. So you could argue that he's punting 4 categories, but those 5 categories that he's good at is great. It's very scary. Like if you're watching this, just look at your team. If you can beat any of those 5. One of his strong 5 categories. Just see if your team can beat it. If you cannot beat it, when you're playing, you just lose 5-4 every time, right? All right, I'm not gonna go into too much detail. I think this team can go deep into the playoffs. Maybe take the ship. Triple double, no assists. This team is Lian's team. Lian's team is very scary actually. He's got Dame Time 7th and probably Bradley Beal 2nd round. So look at that. High scoring, lot of threes, elite free throw, good assist, good steals, okay steals. That's like 5 categories. Like you draft those 2 guys, you good. And then he added some rebounding with Nikola Vucevic. Good rebound, Nikola, and then good assist. He's gonna shoot some threes, and he's got good scoring, good efficiency. Like as a big man, his free throw is not that bad. So his first 3 rounds, like his team very good efficiency, very well rounded, and has a lot of points, threes, right? And then he got John Collins. Doesn't have assists and steals, but hey, he give you all the other stats, and he's a huge field goal boost. right? So even though he's got Dame time, but Collins is gonna carry him in field goal, right? And then the rest of his team, McCollum, a lot of scoring, a lot of threes, but really nothing else. And then Joe Ingles. Yeah, the rest of his team, maybe I'm not too high on. Al Horford is nice, I think. Just really nice across the board. If he can, get minutes in OKC, like he's gonna produce good numbers. Eric Bledsoe, the same thing. He's an elite at steals, 1.3. Markel Fultz also elite in steals and assists. So I like his team overall, but I just don't know if he's playing like the top level teams, he can beat them, but he can definitely make the playoffs. Not sure if he can go deep into the playoffs, but maybe he'll drop a lot of those guys that he currently has. Like this Tyrese guy, I'm not too high on this guy. Maybe he could be good. I don't know. D Rose, I'm not too high on D Rose, but he can drop them. Joe Ingles, I'm not too high. He can easily drop them and pick up like really good players on the wire, and make a couple of trades. But for now, probably not gonna go too deep. And then let's talk about Horky's team, one of the most elite managers in the league. And I don't like his team. Like everybody just like look at his team, right? You don't see any big man. His center is Larry Nance Jr. Maybe a lot of people never heard of him, right? You draft him this late, so he doesn't really have a good center. That tells you that his team is all guard. So all guard, like his scoring, let's talk about his scoring later. So the positives, right? The negative and positive. So field goal is gonna be bad for sure. He got a bunch of cancer on his team, right? Marcus Smart shooting 38%. Paul George low field goal. Kyle Lowry low field goal. Fred VanVleet low field goal. Trae Young, he's gonna throw your field goal, right? So his field goal is shitty, but his free throw is nice. Because all the guards he got, right? The only kind of bad is Draymond Green, but low volume. Jaylen Brown is like the only guy that sucks, but everybody else is good. So I mean, there'll be some weeks he may lose free throws, but 90% of the weeks he's gonna win. And threes, right? Oh, across the board, everybody on his team shoot threes, so she's just gonna win threes. Rebound, not gonna worry, he's gonna lose. Assists, oh boy, look at all the assists. Fred VanVleet, boom. Draymond, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Marcus Smart, and then the bench guys all give him 3-4 assists. So his assists is very elite. His steals are elite as well. Fred VanVleet, Paul George, Draymond, Larry Nance Jr. is elite at steals. Kyle, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. So everybody, those guys, they don't give you that much steal, but that's okay, right? He's got all those guys. Blocks, you can forget about it, right? Turnovers, you can forget about it. He's gonna lose, right? And then the most important thing, if you have all guard, because you can lock down full category. You can lock down free throw, you can lock down assist, you can lock down three, you can lock down steals. You gotta win one more. You gotta win points, dude. You gotta win points. Look at his team. He's got Trae Young, projected to have 29 points, which I don't think he's gonna score 29 points. Because a lot of other people they gotta eat. They got all those guys, right? They gotta eat. Not gonna get 29 points. Even if he does, I don't think Paul George is gonna get 24 points. But after that, who's gonna score? Who's gonna get those points for you? Right? If he plays me, I think I'm just gonna win. Like teams that wins, doesn't matter. Whatever team in the league has a lot of scoring. When you play Horky, you're just going to win. You are just going to win. Right? End of story. So I don't like Horky's team, but I think Horky maybe pick up some waiver wire guys that score a lot of points. Like maybe he has some hope, but I don't think he's gonna win. But also Horky is lucky, I think. If he can carry over his luck, yeah, he can make the playoffs. But I don't think he can go deep. So that's Horky's team. Maybe a little bit harsh, but hey. King Sheep every year in my other league, he's very elite. He's also always number 1, number 2, number 3. He likes to build like very well-rounded teams, right? So we look at his team this year. Oh boy, got AD, great pick at number 4. That's great, and then got Kyrie, second round. So again, does the same thing again. right? Those first two guys, almost no weaknesses. AD is great across the board, maybe low threes and assists, but that's okay. That's okay. He's not hurting you, like he's not like a Giannis where he just shit on your free throw. Just elite efficiency across the board. Now you got Kyrie, elite efficiency, elite scoring, elite threes, right? Good assists, good steals. So those just the first two rounds, Sheep crushed it. Just very scary. Just look at his team, and then he got Nurkic, right? Nurkic may not have a lot of scoring, but give you all the big man stats. And as a big man, he give you good assists and good steals. So he's gonna be ahead. He's gonna be like he can just pick up point guards from the waiver wire that give him assists. So if he play a team that he needs assists, he can just pick up guys like that because his center position is gonna have more assists than your center. So he still has great, pretty much across all the category. Maybe not threes, but efficiency wise, scoring, a bit low, but that's okay. Not by too much, right? It's not off by too much. So I like his first three picks, and then he got Christian Wood 4th round, I believe. So again, big man, great free throw. Maybe not a lot of assists, but all the other stats, efficiency wise stats, blocks. Those are gonna be elite. So I really like Sheep's team, and then got Thomas Bryant. I think I would say I like Sheep's team up to maybe Robert Covington, Brook Lopez, but like those guys I don't like. But that's fine. He can drop them. So I think team efficiency again. His team efficiency with a lot of big man stats and decent scoring. I don't know if he can win the whole thing when he runs into guys like Horky or because if Horky has more scoring, Sheep's got no shot, right? So depend on who he plays in the playoffs, but definitely make the playoffs. And let's talk about YP's team, Be More Team Baltimore. Oh boy. Okay, let me shit on YP, right? So Luka Doncic, he took him second. He thought he got a good pick, but it's a she pick. Like if you look at Luka's stats, a lot of points, okay steals, great assists, great rebound, great threes. But he really hurts you in free throw if you are trying to win free throw. I know that sounds weird. Like he's shooting 77%, right? Doesn't seem that bad. But if you play any team that great free throw, you are just gonna be at a disadvantage because you have one guy that shoots 10 free throws a game that shoots 77%. Like you gotta be above 80% to be elite, to be like somewhat a good a free throw team. And his efficiency is also not good. A lot of turnovers. So like those three categories, like the efficiency, they don't really hurt you that. It's not like Giannis bad, but it's not great. Like you could get greater options. Like AD, for example, way better field goal, way better free throw, right? Way more blocks, more steals, more rebounds, a little bit less scoring, a little bit less, way better turnover. So just looking across the board, AD is just so much better. The only question mark is AD gets hurt sometimes, but so could Luka, right? So disapprove this pick, and I believe he picked Shea 2nd round. Okay, maybe Brandon Ingram. Yeah, Brandon Ingram 2nd round is a bad pick. Like he's great efficiency, but you could pick. The problem with Brandon Ingram is he's not gonna score 26 points. I don't think he had like 25 points last year without Zion. So hell no. His efficiency is great, but other than points, he's not. There's not one category that stands out. So what YP is saying is that he wants to build a well-rounded team, but his efficiency is when you build a well-rounded team, you gotta have like great efficiency to begin with. But he doesn't have a free throw anchor. Maybe Malcolm Brogdon, but his attempt is so low. He's got one field goal anchor, which is Jarrett Allen, and then that's it. He's like some shit like Dylan Brooks. You gotta drop in. Tim Hardaway, just sheer efficiency, right? Free throw is not great. Field goal is not great. That's it. Like if you're not grading those two, and then let's look at his threes. His threes is okay, but not elite. because you got all those guys that just don't attempt threes or maybe 1 3 a game, right? Oh, I like this pick actually. Where he Vic Cousins? Yeah, like Vic Cousins can be healthy. John Wall, bad pick. Okay, so let's just look at each category. Threes, okay. Rebounds. Rebounds is good, I think. Rebound is good, YP. Good job. Assist is good. Good job. Steals, okay, not great. Cousins gonna average 1.3 now. Steals is not great. Blocks is not great. Turnover is horrible, right? Scoring is decent, I would say. So efficiency bad, that's 2. Steal, blocks bad, turnover bad, that's 5 bad categories, right? You're not pounding those all 5 categories, but you're bad in those. So maybe you can try to win 1 efficiency, but you have to, your other 4 categories you have to win. Otherwise you just lose, right? Like, can you win points every week? No. Can you win threes every week? No. You can. So it just like depends. Like, I think YP can make the playoffs, but once you get into the playoffs, you play some elite teams, it's just automatic lose. Like, when you play them 10 times, you're gonna lose 10 times. So yeah, that's YP's team. Can make the playoffs, but not elite. And Kawhi Leonard's laugh. This is Zhi Chao's team. Okay, let me look at his team. His team, Cat. I like it. 5th pick, great. Oh boy, he got Kawhi 20th. Oh boy. So if Kawhi is all of a sudden gonna play all the games, the first 2 pick, oh boy, because Kawhi is top 5, top 6 per game. Oh boy. So that's definition of efficiency right there. Kawhi and Karl Anthony Towns. Oh boy, really good scoring, and Karl as a center give you elite threes. So you're gonna have an advantage when it comes to shooting threes if you want to play a team that if you want to win threes versus a certain team, because your center is shooting threes. You know, elite in rebound. You know, the first 2 picks are great. I love them. Great efficiency, great rebound, great threes, great scoring, right? Great steals because Kawhi is, great blocks. Assists is mad but great. Like those 2 guys are getting 4 assists. You can get guards later. Free throws are great. Yeah, I love the first 2 picks, but then he disappointed me with his 3rd pick, Ja Morant. Because Ja Morant as a guard, right? His scoring, I don't think he's gonna score 23 points a game. So his scoring is good, his assist is good, but that's it. He's basically giving you 2 categories, and his points is not even that elite. And as a guard, he doesn't give you 3 steals. He doesn't really give you rebound blocks. His efficiency as a guard is good, but his free throw is not good. So I don't like him picking Ja Morant there. Like if he got a Chris Paul there, oh boy, that would be scary. Right? I think Chris Paul is better than Ja Morant. Like I don't know if somebody already taken Chris Paul over there. So I don't like this pick. DeMar DeRozan there, I think it's fine. Great scoring. So like his team's got a great scoring, I think. Danilo Gallinari, great scoring, great efficiency. So I think Jitao's team is, I think, great in efficiency, great in. I think that's it actually. Great in threes actually. Decent threes, a lot of threes. Decent in assists is, maybe below average. Steals maybe below average. Blocks below average. So I think Jitao's team is, it seems that I put everybody in the playoff bond, but not a championship contending team, other than Apple, Sky Gary. Like Sky Gary by far the contender. I would say everybody watch out, and everybody else is kind of like you can make the playoffs, Oh yeah, and then Horky's team is probably gonna miss. I would pick, like on paper, Horky's team is the worst, like by far the worst, because he is pounding 4 categories, and his scoring is not that great. So I don't know what Horky's gonna do. Is he gonna try to cheat? maybe that's the only option he has. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. If you watched this far, subscribe. I have 2 videos so far. I'll try to do it every week, do a power ranking every week. So let me know if you guys like the content. Thank you. All right, I gotta go.